Hello everyone, Helvian here. We are back with Volume 7 of Hunter x Hunter. Oh boy, we're finishing the Heaven's Arena and well it pretty I'd say this volume was better than last time. But overall Heaven's Arena wasn't as I don't know, I don't think it was as great as I remembered it, or I mean, it does the trick, with regards to introducing Nen. This whole arc, it's the purpose um is to introduce Nen, and I guess give Gon and Killua a power up so that they can do stuff in the next arc. But with that regards, it doesn't work that well. Like from what I remember, Gon and Killua don't do that much of consequence in York New. Like they're players, sure, but they don't like eat any Phantom Troop members though, right? It was just Kropika. Only Kropika did. So I don't know. I mean, there's some other characters being introduced. Wing, Zushi, stuff. Oh yeah, we right at the very start of this volume. We get introduced to this new Phantom Troop member. This name's Shizuku. Actually, did he even say her name? um, wait, what? What is he? What is he gonna? He's gonna say her name. Um, I don't think he says her name. Damn it. Well, whatever. Maybe next time. uh, Rats. Well, she's cool. But yeah, we learned that Hisoka is in the Phantom Trope. Well, actually, did we already know that? I think we might have already known that. But also that he's like a fake Phantom Trope member, sort of. He uses his Nen to disguise to like have a fake tattoo on his back. Um, because he's his own man. We got that from the narration. That's as high as it goes. The narrator he is his own man, and he thinks that he's the most powerful. Hisoka thinks he's the most powerful. He does. Does he? As he was stood in front. He was interviewed briefly. By Netero. He thinks he's the most powerful. Unless he means of the Phantom trope. Or if that's the narrator, what the narrator means. The Phantom trope. Maybe. I'm not familiar. I'm not a Hunter power scaler. Maybe after this. We'll see. Oh, so look, there's a popularity contest. Whoa, what is this? This is crazy. Like, Killua, I don't understand. Killua and Kurapika got over a half the votes. Actually, well, like a third, 2/3 ish of the votes, right? Over two. What? How? How did they? How? Like, look at the drop off. Gon got almost 10k less votes than How? Gon is better than Kurapika. I don't. Oh, sorry, I wasn't doing the thing. How? Like, cool. Yeah, I get. I didn't expect anyone else to get first. Killua. That's fine. There's no issues there. Kurapika hasn't done much though. Um, like he had that fight with that one guy in the hunter exam. You know, they're in like the arena fighting the prisoners. He did when he the guy who claimed to be a Phantom Troop member. You know, I think that's the most he's done though, right? I don't know. He's done like of consequence. I don't. Like, sure, he's good. I'm not. I would be. I would place him in top 10. You know, at this point, but 13th, like a third of the votes. I don't understand. It's so weird. These selected reader comments are good. Had one of him as a little brother. They think he seems the strongest. Is he a man or a what? The people still confused by that? Um, ninth place Ponzu. She's so cute. I wouldn't mind being stung by her. Uh, marry me. Okay. Um, he's the conscious of the hunter. Maybe Satots. Um, interesting. This is interesting. Maybe I don't know. Maybe this is that details some of the differences in the Japanese audience and of Hunter x Hunter, you know, versus the Western audience. But yeah, Gon didn't break his rule thing about not trying Nen, um, because the string was not broken. That's happens. And then they look at the tape, the VHS tape of Hisoka's. I don't. It's kind of weird. Does anyone else find it weird that they can see the his bungee gum that's hidden through the VHS recording? You know, I don't think doesn't feel like it should work like that, you know? I don't think the technology is good enough for that. But it works because Nen gosh, he doesn't have to explain shit. Uh um is that uh Zushi has good Ren. Um he can see it, he can see it. He can see the bungee gum. Yeah, let's go. Okay, this is a weird one. Um, look at what the oh wait, hi yo, what the hell is what's going on? Kashi, what are you doing? You're putting more detail into these background characters that don't just in a crowd than like on and kill. Well, look at the detail here. Are they going to appear later? I don't understand. What? What's why is he in India? I don't Native American. I don't whatever. I don't. Can someone explain this to me? It's gosh, she's a weird one, man. But yeah, now that they know they're known and they're running very fast. is Zushi is getting a bit of an inferiority complex a bit. There's this like weird sub arc or like plot line involving them kidnapping Zushi, and I think Tagashi just did this to have them aura farm or have Killua aura farm specifically. 'Cause I don't understand like what's I don't I don't, I'm not sure what else. It just feels awkward, you know. Um, but Killua making that that guy sweat like this, you know, it's cool. You know, I'm not saying the aura farming isn't cool, but you know, kind of kind of interesting, you know. Um, well, they did all that just to make sure that the guys play by the rules. I mean, they already kind of were. I mean, they didn't. I don't think they broke the rules really yet. Um, I don't know. Kind of weird. Um, Bond brings out the fishing rod. That's cool. Um, yeah, this makes me. This makes me feel. Oh man, why did? Is there a reason Tagashi didn't have Gon use the fishing rod as a permanent Nen tool? You know, like you know, he's used it. You know, of at various fights thus far, and I'm just wondering. Well, and then in this fight against the top spinning top guy, he kind of fakes out the top guy, like, oh, you tried to make hook onto me to stop my spinning, but he actually hooked onto the ground. One of the um sections of this big tile, the concrete tile, to spin him over and then punch him. This is an interesting shot. Look at this. I I feel like I don't remember this panel. I don't remember seeing Gon's head from above like this before. This is interesting. He has like one middle spike. Does he have a middle spike or is this like just one of the edge spikes? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 spikes. Um. Okay. No middle spikes, I guess. Maybe I don't. It's kind of maybe ambiguous. Um. I almost says 10 spikes. I think that's how many he has. Um. I'm not sure how consistent that is, but um, I'm going with it. And then, but they both fight this wheelchair guy, back to back. Killua is just kind of like immune to the electricity. Same with Poison. He just can't. He just can't. Or he was just tortured too much. Um, and then Gon did the. He does the thing again with the tile, stone tile. Um, and poor, damn that guy. Poor guy. And then now we find out about the types of Nen users. 6 categories. We got enhancers, emitters, manipulators, specialists, conjurers, transmuters. And this is where I get into the heart of Nen abilities, because it's like you know, you kind of like born with one of them, one of them, and you kind of like make do with what you got. Uh, and what depending on what you have, you can do different things. You know, conjuring stuff changing your aura. Transmuter is an interesting one. Um, so I know Killua is a transmuter. He can they change the quality of his aura, and we know later on he gets electric powers. Kind of like how he did. He sort of was here, showcasing his electrical immunity. Enhancer is just brute Krug mode, like Gone is. Emitters, they like shoot out aura, and I guess that's how you could be like a gunner with like Nen bullets, you know? Well, actually, I don't know. Well, not Nen bullets. Okay. Well, they'd be made out of Nen. But if you wanted to have actual bullets, you'd be a conjurer, you know? So, because that was when you materialize objects out of aura. Emitter gun would be like the aura is the bullet, I guess that would work. Um, Manipulator controls objects like the Nen. Well, it's like the the top guy, the spinning top. He had tops. But the top guy was idiot. He was trend. It was an enhancer. An enhancer. Um, and enhancers they can't do manipulating stuff that well. Like they're not mutually exclusive. Like if you're an enhancer, you can still do conjuring stuff. You just have to try harder, and you won't really be able to achieve the peaks that a natural conjurer can do. Um, so I like that flexibility there. Specialist is definitely an odd card out of here. I'm not. So I don't know. It felt like Takashi wanted an insurance, so that if he wanted to do something that isn't related to any of the other five, he had an out. Um, but it's cool. Whatever. Specialists are for the special boys. I don't know. And yeah, there's like they do the water divination to figure it out. Um, Zushi is a manipulator. That's interesting. Controls objects or living things. Controls. So Ponzu didn't know Nen, right? She didn't because manipulators would be you could do the B thing that she does, right? Uh, I guess she didn't use Nen for that. I guess she was like a trainer or whatever. I don't know. Maybe she would just like the bees. I don't know. Maybe she would learn. Maybe she could do something with the bees and with Nen. I'm sure. Um, if she didn't die, damn it. No, Ponzu, no. Yeah, they're um. I don't. I thought did I make up or like I thought their tr- their teacher here. I've already forgotten his name again, even though I explicitly said it at the beginning of the video. I've already forgot his name. Um, I know it's like a common, like an item or whatever. I think. Um, but yeah, he well, for one, he's also an enhancer, but I thought he would have. I thought he had a line where he said like that Gone and Killua are like 1 in a million type Nen learners. Unless he did that last volume and I forgot. Pretty sure he said that. Unless it's like not in the Viz translation, but is in another thing. He said that, you know, those two boys are an even rarer talent. Um, but yeah, we know that, so Netero, is the Grand Master of Shigenryu. And Shigenryu, what did they say Shigenryu was? A Shigenryu screening tool. I'm not sure. I forgot what Shigenryu was. Whatever. um, let's see. Hanzo and Kurapika learn Nen now. Lumi still knew it to begin with. We knew that. Leorio will start it after he applied. Wait, after he applies to med school. Oh, I guess that's right. I thought for some reason I thought he already applied, but I guess he has to study to even get in. Or I don't know. Um, but yeah, they go back. Gon fights Hisoka, and it's a cool spectacle. You know, the first time they encountered each other. The gulf was so big, like insurmountable gulf. You'd think. And now, I mean, yeah, Ahsoka's clearly stronger. Um, but Gon is close enough that you know Ahsoka can't let up his guard. You know. Well, I guess Ahsoka. Well, Gon was already able to take his badge, but his guard was down. Whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean. Um, Gon is able to hurt him, even though it's not by much. He does it with the stone flip, the rock flip, the third time this damn volume. um, well, if it doesn't work, don't fix it. Or if it works, don't fix it. There you go. If it works, don't fix it. There we go. But then it goes downhill after he gets the hit in and gets his badge back, which was an important thing. The bungee gum is revealed. Also, Hisoka's aura-based personality analysis. We got Nen astrology guys. Enhancers are simple and determined. Manipulators are logical. Does things at his own pace. Transmuters are whimsical and liars. I think I don't know. Emitters are impatient and not detail oriented. Specialists are independent and charismatic. Conjurers are high strung. Much detail or much emphasis is made that this is just Hisoka's, like pet theory thing that that he has going on for himself. But I mean, now obviously some of these fit. Can't remember every single guy's Nen type though. But like gone, simple and determined. You can say that. That was a Wing. That guy, the Wing. Oh, it was Wing. Yeah, Wing. He's also an enhancer, but he doesn't look simple and determined. He looks like from like from the list that Hisoka has, it feels like manipulator would be what he would closer match to. So yeah, I guess Hisoka's just saying shit, you know. Um. Oh no, yeah. Uh, yeah. Hisoka's weird in this fight. Um, man, the fucking sh- Schwing and this weird angle. Look at this god damn. Um, yeah. Well, he's just like that. Okay. I don't know. It's so because he bad guy. He's a bad guy. We have to defeat him. I don't I don't know, man. It's just weird. But now that he has the that he gave the badge back. I guess you would say that the rivalry might be over, but Dawn's like, I'll find an ability that will rival Hisoka's. Um, yeah, I don't. Maybe I guess with how things are set up now, Gone with the fishing pole doesn't vibe well with him being enhancer. I feel like any other types would pair better with the fishing pole um than enhancer. Maybe. Um but I'm not sure. I mean I like Jonkin, good enough as much as the next guy. Um but the fishing pole is like the OG gone thing. And then um and after that fight ends, we get there's a page of them being like, "Hey, we're done here," and then the next page, last page of the volume is them like, say goodbye. No fanfare. This is bye, bye, bye. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Goodbye, Heaven's Arena, and New York New is next. Sort of the way the arcs kind of go is weird because they're gonna try to go to Great Island next, but in order to do that, they have to go to the York New auction. So we get a bit of Greed Island, I guess, and then York New, and then Greed Island. But when people speak of the Greed Island arc, it's not like the Greed Island arc starts next volume and then goes on hiatus for York New. They just kind of York or just kind of mesh that all into York New, whatever. You know what I mean? I think maybe. Uh, but yeah, Peak is on the menu. Ahead because we got York New, hype, 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 hype. Let's go. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye.